I had a lot to say this week, dude. I just wanted to let you know. Dude, I was fuming at some of these stories over the last couple weeks.
It's not right, man.
It ain't right. Hey, you know Shohei is now has more home runs than Judge again.
Oh,
Does
time
he?
to fire back, dude. Time to fire back.
Get it, Eric. Draft that shit.
Has he been pitching though?
He's only pitched those 2 games. He pitches like every like 7
I don't know.
days.
I
Wait
can't.
after his next time he pitches. If he pitches again
Yep.
and he stays
Yep.
up in home runs,
Yep.
Judge had more All-Star votes still than Shohei, which is crazy.
Oh. It's because Japanese citizens weren't allowed to vote, dude.
No, dude, the New York media and the Yankees though goes crazy. That's what.
Yeah, I mean, come on, they're going against New York.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome back for the first time in 2 weeks since somebody decided to love us. To your 3 uncles talking, and it's gonna be mostly Eric talking, I'd imagine, since he has to make up for all the lost time. I'm your host Joey. All right, Eric, hit us with
All
it.
right,
I want a full itinerary of what your trip was like.
Full itinerary. All right.
Mhm.
Left at 5 a.m. to
Wild.
O'Hare, you know. Landed in LA like 9 a.m. Okay, first off, I needed to get a matcha, dude. I was feeling the matcha, so we went to go get a matcha.
Matcha it up.
No, but to be serious though, like all the stuff that's going on in LA, like all the riots, like over ICE and like the No Kings protest, even just being in LA for those 2 days, you could really tell shit is fucked up.
Oh, really?
Shit is so fucked up, man.
Or did
Because they were like,
go ahead?
because ICE agents were literally in like the laundromat next to my aunt's like apartment,
Oh, that's
just
fucked up.
waiting, just scoping. And then they were like shacked up at a motel nearby. Like they just overtook it and were
Damn.
staying there.
Ooh.
And then that one time, like I said, I was on the highway and I literally saw like 50 cop cars heading downtown, you know, towards like the Civic Center.
And you
So,
didn't
like-
follow? You should have followed.
Is that nice?
Dude, I don't want to get
Itinerary.
deported. I was already going to Chicago or to Mexico. I don't want to fucking get deported.
Yeah, you're lucky they even let you
You
back.
were going
though.
there one way or another.
yeah, whether you wanted to or not.
Yeah.
No,
So-
it was just messed up though, you know.
You should have caught a bullet for the fucking squad, dude. One of those little rubber bullets that are less lethal or whatever.
Shit, less lethal. They still hurt like a motherfucker.
yeah.
Dude, people
You
are like
saw that
losing
one-
eyeballs.
Yeah,
you
It's
saw
not
that one
funny,
reporter
but it's
get
like
got.
crazy.
They're cracking skulls and shit, dude. It's wild. Okay, so you were dodging bullets. You were in and out. You were bobbing and weaving and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
What
then
happened next?
I might have got into Magic the Gathering addiction. You know, I cracked some packs while I was out there.
Which ones, though?
The Final Fantasy ones.
Oh, you found some? That's awesome. I'm
Yeah.
jealous.
They had hella.
Fucking
And
brag
then
about it.
I see that Spider-Man and Avatar: The Last Airbender collabs are coming up soon. So I actually pre-ordered the Spider-Man bundle.
Apparently,
Dude,
Spider-Man
the-
one sucked ass the first time around. So
The
hopefully
old
they
Walking
did better.
Dead ones will look good.
Oh, there
I've been-
was
I've been
Walking
looking
Dead
for
ones.
those. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
Good luck.
they're no, you gotta get them secondhand. They're like old.
Yeah.
No, yeah, my card shop had one, and it was like $100 for like a Rick something, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
I don't know like how
I'm-
playable they are, like how that works, but like aesthetically they look cool.
They're older cards, so they're probably not fucking playable right now.
no. But like my cousin's boyfriend, he's into it, and like he was actually hyped because he was like, oh, you pulled a good one, like a good playable card, and it was actually worth money. But he actually plays with the card, so mad respect to him. He's not a flipper like us, you know.
Whoa, I've never flipped a Magic card, okay?
I've
Fuck,
never
I look
bought a
like
Magic
Pokemon cards, dude. Come on, dude.
I don't flip Pokemon cards. Hold on, buddy.
Oh, sorry, you're an investor. Is that the better word?
There you go, baby. Now you're talking. You better put some fucking respect on that name.
So yeah, I had that short stint in LA, and then we flew down to Mexico Sunday morning. I think our flight left at like 8 a.m. or something. And then as soon as we got to Mexico City, dude, it was apparently it's rainy season down there. So it's
Oh,
nothing but rain.
hell yeah.
Big sads.
So you,
I
so
mean,
you
there was
couldn't
even
kick
a
up the dirt
hurricane.
and shit while you were dancing? It was just kicking up
Fuck
mud?
no. Yeah. There was a Hurricane Eric down there apparently.
Oh hell yeah.
Dang, you turned up.
Yeah, you
So
did.
I was fucking shit up down there, not gonna lie.
In a
sounds
big
crazy.
way, dude. Okay, so you were
But yeah,
stuck
it was
inside
just
the whole
fucking
time.
raining the whole time. No, we were still out. We had to be out, you know. Fuck that.
You had to.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't know.
Yeah.
Dude. It's just a little rain.
Knocking over buildings and shit. Yeah, no, I'm sure you were out there, man.
Dude, you can't be scared of the Gulf of America. Like,
Yeah. Whoa, buddy.
Look,
You better fucking put some respect.
he's not trying to get got. He's calling it what the Lord says to call it, all right?
I'm calling it by it's what it was born at, you know. It's what do they say? What's the joke about that?
is
Oh.
God given name?
Yeah, you're being a fucking what's it called? You're being a bigot, dude. You're not accepting its name change. How dare you?
Dude, I'm dead naming it.
So okay. what is there to do down there during rainy season though?
So we went to like hella museums. They got fucking museums up the ass down there. So we went to like Frida Kahlo's house.
Okay.
Oh.
Famous Mexican artist.
Famous
Apparently she
unibrowyst.
apparently she got into a car accident, and like she was fucked up. And that's like the whole reason she wears those dresses. It's because she's hiding like the together and shit.
Hold on, you cut off. Say that one more time. They're hiding what?
Like the corsets that she wears like underneath
Uh-huh.
her, like that's why she loved wearing those dresses. Is what I'm saying. I thought it was just like a vibe, you know. But
Right.
I didn't
No,
see the
it was-
Salma Hayek movie.
Me either. I didn't bother.
Oh, I didn't either. I didn't. Wait, Salma Hayek's in it? Hold up.
Yeah, she's Frida, dude.
She like allegedly did some like shitty role or something, so that she could make that movie or something like that.
Oh, that was the one for her or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, bullshit. She's getting paid no matter what. Fuck out of here. It's never one for them.
It really never is.
Damn, dude,
And
she
then
had that
after
fucking unibrow crazy her whole life,
Whole
man.
life, whole life. Yeah,
God
you see a
damn.
baby picture and it's there.
Yeah, and it's just hard as hell like this. That's crazy. She
You gotta
rocked that
represent,
shit,
dude,
though.
for the girlies.
Yeah, I guess.
That's one way to do it.
All right, man. You went to museums. What other museums you go to?
But then we went to her husband's museum, Diego Rivera. This dude just like built a castle in the middle of like nowhere. Not in the middle of nowhere. It was like in the middle of the city, actually.
Hold
This
on.
big ass castle.
I'm
That's
getting
vastly
conflicting
different.
reports, man.
No, it was in the middle of the city. It was in the middle of the city. But this shit was crazy. Just for her.
He just built her a
Just to
castle.
flex. Just like a 5-story castle.
That's love and money.
And hella money,
And this
dude.
shit was like solid, just rock. It almost seems like it was like a big ass cube,
Dude,
and then they
it was
hollowed
like-
it out.
500 pesos, dude.
Yeah, big time. 5 million pesos, about $6.50.
Yeah.
Shit, they were married for 10 years, got a divorce, and then got married again the next year until they died.
That's love, dude. That's the type of love I'm trying to find.
That's something. He stopped
Yeah.
drinking in that year, and she was like, "Yeah, I'll take you back." He went, "Whew."
Although he was, she could have deserved better, but you know,
Could she have?
Dude,
I think didn't she like women at one point in time? Is that why they got divorced?
yeah,
or
she's a
something?
bisexual. Yeah,
Yeah.
She's bisexual. She one of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
that was one of the main points because we went like on this tour bus type of deal, and like
Mhm.
so it took us all over Mexico City, and like that was one of the things they said she's a pioneer in arts. And she's also a bisexual.
And here's where she flicked her first bean.
No, I was just wondering because I was like, I didn't know if that's why they split, and then she realized like, oh, I love my husband more than I love the ladies.
Random taco, you know what I'm
Who knows,
saying?
dude?
Yeah. It's Taco
Oh, but to-
Tuesday.
I went to
Every day, baby. We run that. Go ahead, sorry, Eric.
I went to a Michelin star restaurant, the first taco stand to receive 1 Michelin star.
Was it good?
How was it?
It was fucking pretty fire, pretty fire. They
Worth
only
the
had 4
trip?
things on the menu.
But that's how you do it, though.
Oh,
Like you're
worth
not
the
a
trip.
you're not a Michelin star restaurant with 97 fucking things and like a casserole and shit on the menu. All right, you gotta specialize.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not like a gyro joint.
yeah, yeah.
No, it was good though. They had just like normal steak and then filet tacos and then like
Ooh.
pork chop tacos and then like something else.
Then that's hot.
And then they had 2 salsas,
I don't care
Green
about
Green
that.
and
Yeah.
green and red. Yep.
red.
That green one was fucking good, but it was so fucking hot.
Really, I thought the greens were the less hot ones.
That's
No,
what I
that
thought.
one was just raw. It was like not even cooked salsa. It was just like this shit fucked me up.
Just
Not
pepper.
gonna lie.
It's just a whole
Yeah.
pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just gave it to you to eat that shit.
Yeah.
And this is what it
And then we
tasted
went-
like to Frida when she ate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And
Eric.
then we went on the pyramids. Fuck, I forgot what they were called.
Oh no, you brought back a curse.
Yeah, you did.
It was really cool though because we got a guide, and this motherfucker he spoke like the native language, like the not Spanish, obviously. You fucks, but
Whoa. We didn't say nothing, man.
I saw the line in your fucking
I was
Assume
gonna
like Aztec or
Yeah.
Mayan or something.
I was gonna make
No,
the joke so
they
you
pr-
didn't understand a fucking word my man said
Yeah.
then, right?
Yeah.
These
Fuck
guys
yourself.
predated the Aztecs and Mayans. The Aztecs and Mayans went to this location and were like, "Oh, let's move on to another location." I gotta look them up though.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send me that link because I'm not tracking.
No,
Oh, no.
these.
James
fuck.
It's all right. We're good.
No, I'm saying this like society of like natives predated Aztecs.
Oh, and he knows the language.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean he's
there's-
like trying to keep it alive, you know.
Like,
Was he
you
of
can't-
color?
Yes, he was.
I
Okay.
hope.
Yeah,
He could have been some white dude that loved it, dude. Who knows?
In it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
but it's like one of 3 sites that have pyramids in Mexico. So it's like Cancun has one site. This is another, and then I forget the other site.
Do they
But
have
this was,
the
The first one.
the seventh wonder? Like, is it around there? Like, because don't they have one of the seventh wonders of the world in Mexico?
What's the 7th wonder?
No, like it's the
I
seven
don't-
wonders of the world, but one's in Mexico.
Is it?
I'm not sure.
Chichen Itza.
I thought that shit was in Peru, but I guess not.
It's Mayan ruins.
Okay.
It's not that.
yeah.
Though, that's what I'm asking.
The one I went to was Teotihuacan. Teotihuacan.
That's
Yeah.
some Black Panthers, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's cool because they had like down the very long road, they had the Temple of the Sun, and then to the right of it was like the Temple of the Moon.
Oh,
They're lopping
And
heads off.
yeah.
And apparently,
yeah.
no, I don't think that was the Aztecs and Mayans. These guys weren't the.
Oh, these
Sacrificial.
guys were fucking civilized.
Yeah, these guys are
those
civilized.
other
Where did they
savages?
get that shit from? They
Yeah.
just made it up on the spot. They got it from their
Nah.
ancestors.
Oh, these motherfuckers know what they're
Nah.
doing out here. They got a lot of
It's
crops.
you know what? It's been dark for 8 hours. We got lots of heads off.
Yeah. But the sun may never come back. He's pissed.
Yeah.
Hey, not enough rain. Let's get it.
Okay.
But no, I think that was the most impactful because, like I said, the dude knew so much knowledge, and he was just spilling knowledge. Like he was letting us know.
That is cool, though. It's a good experience.
hmm And then it kept on raining and raining, and then we went to like visit my aunt in another state, and then we went back home to my grandma, and that was pretty much it. Just chilled out, eating the whole time.
How old's your grandma?
I think she's like about to be 80 or something.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if he was like about 60, I think?
Yeah, she's like
When he was
64.
saying like 70 something, I was like,
Yeah. I mean, shit, when you have him young, dude, you got him young.
yeah.
Yeah, that stress will get to you, man.
It will, though. It will.
I wouldn't know. I never stressing.
Mister, I've had like what was that thing you were having with your
No, I've had a heart attack.
Palpitations?
I've had signs of a heart
No.
attack.
No,
No,
I forget the
Yeah, fuck. What? I forgot what they called it as well.
fuck. It had a
But-
funny name.
But they were like, "Yeah, this shit looks like you've had a heart attack before, man. Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Not anymore."
No. I was until I found out that I had a heart attack.
Until just now.
Yeah.
Now you're
I
gonna make me
thought it
look
was a
it up.
panic attack.
So shit. All right. What else did you eat other than the Michelin star restaurant?
Bro, I had chilaquiles every day.
That's great.
A new chilaquila and a new spot every day. Dude, shit was bomb.
Good you like
Go on.
ahead.
Yeah, I guess.
And then
Shit.
I had pan dulce basically every day too.
Now
That's
I'm
worth it, though.
tracking. Now I'm tracking.
Yeah. We went to like this famous like churro spot too.
What they
You like
have?
filling in your churros?
Nah. I
Fuck
don't.
no.
I like the original, but every once in a while I like that strawberry joint.
Oh, strawberry.
Yeah,
I only like my
'Cause
donuts
sometimes-
I can
filled.
get down with that.
because sometimes with the churros they be fried a little too hard. Like it, so you need a little something with it.
Dude, that's
You
why you
like
got
the
your milk
churro
on the
lint?
side to dip that shit.
I ain't never done that, but I also don't drink milk.
Yeah.
Your little cafecito on the side, dude. I don't know. Your little chocolate, hot chocolate.
He ain't drinking fucking coffee either, brother.
No.
That's why I corrected the
I
hot
like
chocolate.
I like it in ice cream though. Like to dip them in ice cream's decent though.
Mm.
I always just take them bitches raw. Nothing
Yeah.
else. I love it. Raw dog in a fucking churro.
That's just probably an elephant ear at that point,
Hell yeah, baby. That's my favorite part.
or funnel cakes, or
Yeah.
whatever if you would call them.
Shit, it's all the same. I love them all the same. Damn, I was hoping you were gonna say some crazy off the wall shit, but you didn't go to no protests. You didn't fucking. You just ate, huh?
No, we just saw remnants of protests.
Dude, he was there for pleasure, not for work.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you saw the things I posted in the chat where like they graffitied like the Angel of Independence in like the town square in Mexico.
That's hot though.
That's crazy.
Fuck it up.
And then like 3 weeks before I landed was like the Pride parade and that my cousin went to, and she said she like randomly showed up to it, and then like they closed off the street so she couldn't leave, so she was like, all right, might as well just stay in this parade for a while.
I guess I'm
She
game
said
for
someone
30
walked-
more minutes.
Yeah.
She said someone walked up to her and was like, I'm ham, and that's all they said.
I'm ham.
Right
and
on.
she was like, oh, okay, hi ham.
I mean, what else could you do at that point?
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
Were their pupils like dilating and shit like that? And they're like, I'm ham.
I'm going ham. I'm going ham.
Identify as ham.
Oh no.
Good for them.
You know,
Yeah.
do what you gotta do, you know?
Dude, speaking
Yeah.
of that, I'm gonna go off on a tangent here. I was listening to a podcast earlier from the New York Times, Libcuck Media. And it was about no, yeah, I don't pay for a subscription though, so fuck it.
Can we do the other New York Times thing later, real quick?
What New York Times thing?
I put in the chat. They did
Oh.
a thing for the top 100 movies of the 21st century, or to
Oh,
2000.
you put it in the group chat.
Bro, oh my god. Let me go
Yeah.
find it.
I'm like, come on, dude.
They were talking it was a whole interview with like a man and a woman, and he's gay and she's straight, and they're married and in love. It was the
Okay.
wildest fucking thing I've ever heard. I tracked with it the whole time.
They're
At
a
no
married
point.
couple.
So get this, Eric. They met at an audition for a play or whatever, and she did this crazy
Mhm.
fucking cackle or some shit like that, and he was like, "This shit sent like a fucking chill down my spine," and I had to find out what person made this noise. Is how he described it, and he was like, "The minute we met, I felt a connection I had never felt with another person ever in my entire life." And he has the gay voice or whatever, right? So you know exactly what I'm
What
talking
does
about.
that mean?
So there's a
No, I don't.
oh, you've really never heard about it?
No, I do.
So, okay, I was gonna say it's a legit thing. So it's not just me being a bigot. I can be a bigot and be scientific at the same time. Okay. So he's like talking about it, and then essentially like it was a whole hour-long podcast or whatever. But he was like, I don't view her as a sexual being. I just view her like I view all of her, and it's beyond what's between her legs. And he literally goes, I love fucking dudes. I love banging dudes. But there's something about her that's different. She transcends gender. And I was like, you know what?
Dude,
He
what
sounds
the hell?
legit. He didn't sound rehearsed or nothing.
Do they have a sexual relationship?
Yes, which is wild because they talked about it. I guess they had like talked about. She was like, "Do you feel this? Like, what's going on right here, or am I fucking crazy?" And he's like, "No, you're not crazy, but like, I don't want this to ruin our friendship." And she's like, "No. Like, let's just see what happens. You know, let's vibe it out." They went 18 months without ever speaking about it ever again. So they like soft committed to being in a relationship or whatever. And then after 18 months, they kissed. And then he was like, and then we went fucking hard on each other all night.
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like, that's so crazy to hear because this dude is so like very obviously gay. And he was like, nah, this shit was the best I've ever had. It was the
Do
shit.
they have What?
Does she have feminine features, I guess, or more masculine features?
No, she sounds. I mean, I didn't see. I was just listening. But like, she
I thought you
sounded.
would look them up later.
Nah, I didn't do all that. But like, she didn't come off as like a yeah, no, and then he really fucking dove into my shit, Like she sounded feminine. She had like a smoker's
Yeah.
talk or whatever. Like she was a little raspy, but it wasn't like, oh, she sounds masculine,
So do they have an open relationship?
See, they didn't get into that, and I was hoping they would, because I would have.
Like, is he still doing dudes or not? It doesn't really matter if he's doing dudes versus women or whatever. But like, still
But like, if I was her in that situation, I'd be like, I get it. You need some pull. You gotta
You
go.
need to satiate your
Yeah. It's like dating a vampire. I get it. You gotta go suck some blood, bro. I'm not gonna say no. Just as long as you come
it
back.
depends though, because you could be gay and then just not receive. Like, does he receive?
So that's the other thing. He didn't get that deep into it.
Yeah.
He's seen.
See, I have a lot of questions.
No,
It's only an
dude.
hour podcast,
But-
they can only
but-
get to so much.
But everything that you're asking, I was like, if I was talking to them, I'd be like, hey, on the record, off the record, are you a top? Are you a bottom? What's going on
Does that
here?
it's vastly different because like
Yeah.
if he doesn't receive, then it's like, oh, it's fine. But also too, she may peg and he may be like good with that. Like, who knows?
Which, like, yeah, that like either way, there seems like a way that you could get around it. But like the interviewer was like, so you're not scared talking to the woman in the situation. She's like, you're not scared that he's gonna leave you? She's like, I've never been more sure about anything in my entire fucking life that he's not gonna
But, like,
leave me.
Damn.
I was
But
like,
that
holy
necessarily-
shit.
Doesn't
Damn.
matter though. Like, I understand her point of being like,
Yeah.
oh, because he generally likes men, but like he could like other women, and you would have just as likely odds of them
Right.
leaving you. Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna leave you or they're not.
Right. And like the
Um,
whole time they were like, our emotional connection is so strong that it truly feels like it transcends. Like,
It
no,
transcends anything,
so-
yeah.
yeah.
So someone I went to my job training with through the military was like that. Only ever dated guys. Then when she was before she went to like training and everything, she met a girl. They fell in love. They were together for a few years. It ended up they broke up over time, like after being together for 4 or 5 years, and then now she's with a man, got married, had a child. But for a few years, she was just like, no, and she's like, I'm not attracted to women, but this one specifically person, I'm very attracted to, like,
Yeah.
and I like them, and I like being around them. I said, hey, do you?
I mean, I turned on the podcast just because it was in my queue, and I was like, these motherfuckers, they're doing this shit to get famous. And then they won me over the course of a 59-minute podcast. I was like, these are two in love motherfuckers right here, man. These two love each other. It's crazy.
Because it's kind of like pan, but like I think there's a term for it when it's like specifically one person versus just like anybody.
An
'Cause
entire
he
gender.
does like more men. Like he just likes men.
Well, no, he said, I've never been attracted to a woman ever. And he said, I'm
Yeah.
still not attracted to women. He said, I'm not attracted to her as a woman. I'm attracted
Yeah.
to her soul. I'm attracted
Yeah.
to
Damn.
to the person that she is. And he said, and it's that attraction is, he said, my wealth of love for her is so vast that when I think about my sexual attraction to a man, it feels extremely shallow. Because he's like, I've never felt the way about a man that I do about this woman. He said, now would
Yeah.
I love banging a dude? 100%. But I love her more than that. And I'm like, damn, bro,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's
There's
wild.
something like demisexual or something like that that's like similar to that, but I think that's too fluid for his situation.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a name for it too.
Yeah.
Individuals who rarely experience primary sexual attraction, a type of attraction that is immediate. Oh no, yeah, demisexual is probably too. No, that's not. It's pretty specific, but not his situation because this is
Correct,
apparently
yeah.
it's like a form of asexuality. I'm gonna do some digging. I wasn't planning
Yeah.
on it, but now that I'm talking about
just-
it, I'm in. I'm about to
I mean,
do
there's a
some
whole
research.
list though. There's
Yeah.
there's so many like it just depends how you look at like sex and
I mean, sexuality is a spectrum. It's a big,
Yeah.
long spectrum, you know?
yeah. If it yeah,
I mean,
it's-
it just
consider it
sounds like
fluid.
these dudes open up their chakras, dude. They're fully
They
open
really
chakras.
did. They opened up
Gotta
that
chakra
ninth
it up,
gate.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The 10th
they're
gate
seeing-
is not worrying about what gender they are.
You got the
Exactly.
nine tails in there,
Yeah.
dude.
Dude.
It was
What
just
type of drugs are they on, dude? Shit.
I wouldn't mind a couple, but I just thought it was so fucking crazy because I was like, "There's no way," and they were so open. Like, but he also the reason that I think he is a top though is because he was talking about it and he was like, "When I was younger, the only thing I wanted to do was be like the jock." Like the dude who was hard as fuck and like everybody loved him, and then he was like, and then I realized like I was gay and I was like, I could never be that dude. I'm never gonna be that fucking guy as hard as I try.
Because when he says he likes to bang dudes, it's like it's a power thing though. Like it's like it could be like he just has like a like he wants to be dominant, and he feels because like there's nothing more masculine than taking a dude. Like there's nothing more manly than being able to take a dude. You know? Hey, as long as it's consensual, it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah.
But like to each their own.
No, but he's talked about like he talked about it in the podcast. He was like, you know what? I've tried. He said I tried real hard in college. I wanted to like women so bad, and he was like, I just was not fucking vibing with them. Let me tell you. I was like, damn, that's
So you
crazy.
see where they were from?
Fuck, no, I can't remember.
He's probably from San Francisco or New
No,
York
it
or
was somewhere on the East Coast, I think, is where it's at. I'm trying to look up
Oh,
their
shit.
names. I'm trying to dox
Maine?
them. It could be Maine.
They want to be docs. Hey, get him on the pod.
They
We got
want to be
questions.
doxxed.
Yeah, dude.
It's Jacob Hoff and Samantha Greenstone, whoever they are. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look them up, and I'll tell you right now how
Yeah, next
feminine
week
she
we'll
looks.
follow up.
Hopefully with them.
Yeah, next.
Yeah.
Could you imagine though?
Pretty
We
cool.
like find
I
these
could not.
people who were on the New York Times podcast, and we're just
Yeah.
like, so what is it about fucking dudes?
Yeah. I just got questions.
Yeah.
You got answers.
Yeah. So does it feel like a bussy to you? Like just
Yeah.
some off the wall fucking shit when we're talking to
Yeah.
them? They'd be like,
do you
what?
know what a prison pocket is? And do you run them?
I know you said you're not attracted to women, but you must be attracted to that thing she got on.
Yeah.
or I know you say you're not attracted to women, but what about this one? It's just a picture of Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
What about this one? It's just different
Salma
variations.
Hayek.
Yeah.
You hear
Or
allegedly.
me.
Hey, hear me. Which one looks clearer to you? And it's like Chris Hemsworth or Salma Hayek.
Allegedly, Tom Brady was chatting up Sydney Sweeney at Jeff Bezos' wedding.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't he? Is he still off the market?
No, I mean, they're
On
both
the
single.
market?
Are they both single?
Huh.
Yeah. She
Oh.
broke up with her fiance, and he's been single since the divorce. He's been chatting up some people, but he's not like in a relationship. And they're like 20 years apart, so people are like upset about it, and it's just like
Is she 25 yet? I actually don't know
I
how
don't
old she is.
Yeah, she could be like.
Isn't she like 28?
It's hard to know how old she is when most of the time we're just like.
She just plays but she also always plays like a high schooler.
Well, yeah,
like, or
that's
early
really the
20s.
problem.
Yeah.
Was that them?
Yeah, that's them.
Damn,
you
what a
honestly, like-
stud.
You really, I look at him though, and I'm like, I wouldn't assume he's gay. You know what I mean?
Dude's normal.
He's. I mean, he's normal even if he's gay, Eric.
Hey,
my-
that's not what I meant, dude. Come on, English is my second language.
Yeah, you just
Uh,
came back from Mexico. I get it.
I'm still
they look-
adjusting.
They look
You should
good though.
Yeah, I mean,
Sydney Sweeney's about to be 28 though.
dude, I knew
See.
she's gonna be like 28. Her
Dude, she's
front,
like, yeah.
her frontal lobe is fully developed. He could be 75. I don't give a fuck, man. You know what I
But
mean?
he's not even that old.
He's
What
what,
is he?
55?
47.
Oh shit,
Bro.
man! The NFL aged
They're
him.
literally 20 years apart though.
That's not that bad. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Could
Like
be worse.
Could
he
be
turns
worse.
he turns 48 and then next month she turns 28. Like,
Could be worse.
literally 20 years. Yeah.
Instead of kissing somebody 20 years younger than you, he could be tonguing his son or whatever he did in that video.
Yeah. I mean, she looked
Wow.
good at the wedding. I ain't even mad at him.
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, or whatever Kobe
And
said.
if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Look at our Boomhauer short, dude. People know.
Shit. Yeah, they do. I ain't got no digits, man.
Yeah,
Dude, I watched that short. It was so fucking funny, man. That shit was killing me. I
Dude,
loved
the
it.
one it took me the pimp one is like different parts of the episode. It took me a long time to like
so
get
funny.
different parts of the episode.
Yeah.
I was like, this one's not gonna do that good. And the charcoal one, I was like, no one cares about this one.
They're banging. Banging.
They both banged.
You know what it is
All
though?
of them
It's the perfect time because the hype for that fucking Hulu revival is so high right now. Those are just gonna go off, dude.
Dude, and people are like actually talking about like propane and charcoal in the comment section.
So fucking funny. It's like, dude, y'all ain't got nothing fucking better to do right now than to harp on the fucking intricacies of grilling technique. So
yeah,
random.
dude. And they're talking about like if you actually taste the propane or not. Yeah.
We can all
fucking
agree though.
losers.
Charcoal is the best medium.
No, it's not. It's not. You know what's the best medium?
Bro.
Is a fucking stovetop. That's the best
No,
medium to cook a steak.
It
Done.
depends what you're cooking though. Like if you're talking specifically like
Burgies.
steak
Oh,
or
you're-
burgers,
Shit.
I prefer
Yes.
hot dogs and
Glizzies.
burgers. I prefer charcoal because I like that having that taste on those specifically.
Uh-huh.
But like a steak, I don't need like a charcoal flavor on a steak.
Nah.
What the fuck does it matter when you're eating hot dogs and hamburgers, man? Come on. That's, that's fucking moose knuckle
you
you're
feel
eating.
different, dude. Come on,
I
dude.
don't feel different, all right? I boil my hot dogs, motherfucker. I don't give a
The
shit.
cheddar hits different, dude. The outer cheddar hits different when it's on charcoal.
No, it does hit different. It tastes different on
propane
charcoal.
all day, baby, because it's easier. The only thing that
Yeah,
hits
but-
best is the easiest way to eat it. That's it.
Yeah.
Hands down.
But like
I mean,
wood
yeah,
smoking
but
also,
come on.
like when you do wood, it does taste different too because they have all like the different like woods.
Well,
like,
yeah,
the
but then you're like
flavor and stuff.
infusing that's like a totally
Yeah.
different. The other two
Mhm.
don't even hold a candle to something like smoking a brisket for 35 hours until it fucking melts from the general temperature of the room and shit, you know? That's different.
But yeah, I mean, I have like a flat top grill with this propane and stuff like that. It's good for cooking some things and it sucks for cooking others.
Dude, this
like-
short has 122,000 views.
Which one?
What?
130.6 thousand.
I killed 50 men?
No, the fucking propane one. The
Oh
one where
yeah,
she's
that's
like,
been killing.
I thought it was drugs.
Dude, there's so many good
Damn.
parts of that, dude.
So
And-
funny.
So it's not a continuous scene. Like I
Yeah.
cut it up,
Yeah.
which is funny, because it wouldn't let you do a continuous scene.
No.
But dude, it's like, dude, their storytelling's so good that you can move parts out and it feels still so seamless.
Yeah. Even with all the cuts and shit. It just today got 60,000 views.
No, dude, it's been doing
Jesus.
numbers.
Yeah, this is wild.
There's like 2 at 40, 2 at 20, and then that one's the
Bro, we're never gonna see these numbers ever again, dude.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm thinking it's just the beginning,
I'm being
baby.
a pessimist.
You be a pessimist. I ain't. We're up to almost 1,600 subscribers now because of it.
Dude, you got so many subscribers because we just had 1,500. We just hit
We
1,500.
barely hit 1,500 before
and
these
now that
popped
we're
up.
like 1,560 or something.
Yeah, 1567 right now. Eric,
Yeah, and
the only problem
what?
with you saying we're never going to see these numbers again is we've said that 4 times so far in the last 5 years that we've done this shit. We peak and we go, all right, boys. The rest
Never
from
seen
here
it
on
again."
out's for the love of the game, and then just fucking the spikes just keep getting bigger and bigger, man.
Hey,
I
man,
love
I gotta keep myself in check, dude. So you know,
Not me. Fuck being humble. I'm out here trying to fucking live it up.
Yeah. It's interesting though.
I love looking at the stats. All right,
Yeah,
what's
dude,
this? Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh no, it's just like it's just crazy because like we've had spikes, but every time we're like, dude, there's no way we can do do this again. It'd be like, oh, one did like 50K, and then it's a bunch that did like 5, 6, or whatever. To have like 4 or 5 of them, and then the 50 men one is an old one. That isn't
Dude.
a
yeah,
year
it's popping
old.
off again.
The amount
Yeah.
of fucking comments that one's been getting is so funny to me.
Yeah. And then like them talking about it, and then the one person actually being like, well, in the one episode, Peggy actually found out that he was. I was like, y'all, you're deep.
Yeah,
That's true, but that's deep.
That's
a
the
deep
person
cut.
who's hype as fuck about this new season, though. They're like, nah,
Yeah.
dude, you don't understand.
Most people don't know that. Like, there's like,
Yeah.
and then even about Hank and stuff, and it's just like, no, they know that Hank was born in New York because they're gonna assassinate him. I was like, dude, that's another deep cut.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hank was not born in
that's
Texas.
lore,
He was born
dude.
in New York because it's a lore thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm
dude,
I
loving
gotta
it.
catch up on my. I gotta catch up on my Koth lore.
Your
got
cough,
to, dude.
Lord.